Hey friends, today is the 1st of October, and what does that mean? It is a fun day because we get to make our choices for Ipsy Boxycharm for the month of October. Okay, so excited. Spoiler alert, my box was fantastic. Brands featured are insane. I added add-ons because there was no way I could skip on some of these things. I can't wait to dive on in. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. If you're new here, I like to make my choices and screen record my choices for my paid Boxycharm box every single month. Yes, Ipsy does send me PR. I truly appreciate it. However, I absolutely love the subscription service, whether the boxes are great or not. Typically they are. And it's just my thing, you know? I love all things beauty and I'm kind of greedy. So I do maintain an active subscription. I go through the process of making my selections, add it here on screen so you can see what were my options, what the behind the scenes looks like, just in case you're new to Ipsy and you just kind of want to get an idea as to what happens after you subscribe, what the process is, how it is to make your choices, add-ons, all that good stuff. And for those of you who are familiar with Ipsy but haven't had Ipsy for a while, you're gonna get the behind the scenes here. I really hope you enjoyed today's content. I hope you like the personality and you consider hitting that subscribe button. If you're not new here, girl, you already know the drill, so make sure you hit that like button. You comment as we go along because your interaction matters and really helps my channel. And if you have a free hype that you want to give, I'd really appreciate it if you were to support my channel with a free hype, because sharing is caring. Y'all are amazing and I freaking love you. So let me just dive on in bien rápido. Espérate. I know some people are gonna get mad, okay? But I am gonna get questions. I did not plan this. It happened. So the eyes are going to be my palette with Ofra. I'm still working on my initial palette. My sample palette is done, but that's like my initial official palette. On my lip is going to be the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. Maybelline is amazing. They sent me a whole PR kit. The shade Artist in 120. It dries down and that's what it looks like. And does it actually last? A, not on my teeth. B, it took a second to dry, so I was kind of like, let's see. I just ate a whole sandwich. It hasn't shifted, it hasn't bled, it hasn't moved, and it's fantabulous. Okay, let's get into it. Choice opened up at 12 on the dot for yours truly. I went into the app and I automatically see that they selected the Girlactic 2-in-1 Luminous Tinted. It's like a tinted moisturizer, a skin tint. It says 4-6 tan. Why do I look so tan, girl? I mean, I'm not mad at it, but my tan has definitely faded. That might work, that might not. Based on the photo, it actually looks deeper than what I would need, but you know what? That's okay. We shall see. I do have gold, so I tend to go with neutral, but with a hint of gold, they usually work as well. So we shall see, you know, like the warmth to it. So we'll see. Let me know if you got any of these items as part of your box. Oh my God, I'm so excited. And then they went ahead and also selected an eyeshadow palette, which I'm actually pretty stoked because this color story is very fall. I love that there's a black and I love that there are browns. That's me right there. So the Lit Beauty Astral eyeshadow palette. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I feel like this is going to be good. And girl, I wasn't wrong. So then we go to choice number 1. I wish we still got 6 choices no matter what, but I guess they're not doing that. For choice number 1, I ended up getting 5 options to choose from. Brands I'm actually very happy about, mainly Rare Beauty and Makeup Forever. So there were 2 blush shades for Rare Beauty. They had Virtue as well as Believe. Then they had the Makeup Forever Rouge Artist Forever Satin Matte Lipstick. Girl, that I love Makeup Forever, but that is a long ass name. And the shade is red. I'm picky with my reds. I love long wear like this if it's gonna be a red. So I didn't get that, okay? I'm just gonna get straight to the point. Didn't get that. I also had Rapid Repair Radiance Remedy Oil by Derma Elect as an option, and the Sonage Skincare, it's a clay mask, as an option. I'd be crazy if I did not select Rare Beauty as an option. And we already started off strong, so I was like, okay, I got eyeshadow, I got a base, let's get a blush. So I went with the shade Actually, what shade did I go with? I don't remember what shade I went with. I went with Virtue. I wasn't sure if Believe would be a little too deep for me. In my mind, when I make my selections, I want to be able to build a box that is going to help me complete as much of a full face as possible. Not that I need all this makeup, but I mean, why not? You know what I mean? Like if I can do a full face with just Boxy, that would be amazing, like for the price. So then I go, okay, choice number two, also girl. They had Milk Makeup, their lip oil, NARS Cosmetics, cream eyeshadow sticks. They had 2 different shades available, Lovecraft Beauty. And I'm gonna be honest, I completely dismissed that brand because you're putting Lovecraft Beauty right beside Milk Makeup, NARS and Lunar Beauty. I completely dismissed Lovecraft Beauty and I feel bad. And then they had the commodity fragrance Milk Plus Bold. I currently smell like this. I did my unboxing of the FabFitFun Advent Calendar for 2025 and girl, I'm obsessed. This smells amazing. If you haven't seen that unboxing, don't worry, I am gonna link that below. I also have the unboxing of the MCO Beauty Advent Calendar for $20. Value. I'll make sure those are linked below. I smell like this right now, so I wasn't sure because I'm kind of picky and I was like, I don't know. Is it gonna smell just as good or is it gonna be a little strong? And then it says bold and I was like, I don't know. So I skipped on that. I remember seeing the little spoiler in the circular that we would get in Boxycharm last month and I was like, if I see it, I'm gonna snag it. And because it was an option, your girl ended up getting Lunar Beauty. Now choice number 3 also had 6 selections. What you see here on screen, girl, don't get mad at me, but for whatever reason my app has been a little funky. I don't have a picture for that item, but Rem Beauty, it's a lip balm. I was considering getting that. Then we have Milk Makeup. Hello, I love Milk Makeup. We have eyeshadow brushes by Just Jimena, refreshments razors, which honestly I don't even think it should be as part of a choice option. I don't think people pay for a beauty subscription to end up getting razors, but that's me. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but like I want makeup and at this point even skincare. I'll take skincare over razors. The Ace Beauty Set Lock setting spray and the Glow Girl Cosmetics Whipped Radiance Blur Primer. So I had 2 primers as options for choice number 3. I was between Rem Beauty because I need a lip product or Milk Makeup, and I'm sorry, Milk Makeup wins. It is a blurring stick. I can use that even if I don't want to wear any makeup, but I can apply it on my skin and kind of balance the skin and rep it so that it'll help my base go on beautifully. So I'm thinking this Milk Makeup, I have the skin tint, I have an eyeshadow palette, I have a blush, I have a brush. Girl, this box was very well-rounded in terms of my options. Those were my selections. I feel like my options were terrificante. Okay, that's not a word, but if you're new here, we make it up as we go. And girl, it was outstanding. I'm not mad at it at all. We're gonna move forward to add-ons because why not? It's like the smartest thing I could ever do, right? And Ipsy started off very, very strong with their recommended products featuring Makeup by Mario, Tarte, Skin Gym, Dew of the Gods, which I absolutely love. I'm obsessed with this, okay? It's so freaking good. Glow Recipe, which I also have. They had the Eli Brook, well, is it Eli or Ellis? Let's go with Ellis Brooklyn Apple Love Eau de Parfum. Now, it is a mini. It's not, you know, it's $12, but I've been curious about that fragrance. And the mini is about that big, so I'm still gonna get really good uses out of it, I'm hoping. What I don't know is if it's a sprayer or not. I'm hoping it is. I got excited, so I just added that to cart. But I'm saying for $12, it's a really, really nice value. Then they also had the Amika Superfruit Star Lightweight Hair Styling Oil. I've been investing in hair care as I'm learning how my hair tends to be and works. The moment I saw, and Amika, I love Amika. So when I saw that, I was like, for $12 hairs, yes. Then we're moving forward to $3.50 deluxe minis. They had great brands like Elemis, Beauty Bio, Ofra, Elf Cosmetics, Murad, Skin & Co. They had like a sample size little minis of fragrances, even Wander Beauty. This Elf setting spray, I feel like it is a full size. I've never seen like a super mini version, and it doesn't necessarily say mini. So I feel like because it's Elf and Elf is affordable, and I believe this setting spray is about like $7. I think it's great value that you're getting it for like $3.50. When I saw Morphe, I was like, a full size Morphe pencil, yes. Now the Morphe pencils, I believe they go for about like $8 or something like that. So for $3.50, I needed to grab it because I don't recall trying this one. And I've been like really enjoying Morphe products. I know I was a hater at it like for a period of time, and I don't think it was unearned. We won't even get into that. But their launches have been amazing so far this year, and I've fallen in love with Morphe products. I never thought that I would say that, but you know what? Never say never, because things happen and you can always eventually change your mind. So I've purchased a handful of Morphe products and they have not disappointed. So I figured, you know what? I will buy the pencil, $3.50, and it's definitely cheaper than if I were to go to Ulta or order it off of Morphe.com. And facts are, I love a good deal. So it is what it is. So I ended up getting it, but I got it like in their soft black. They even had Koki, Alamar Cosmetics, Real Her, Biod, Queen Cosmetics. Same brands kind of like rotated within the $3.50. They're all samples, but different product. Limited in terms of makeup. There was a lot of skincare for $3.50, but I'm not mad at it. Also, JLo Beauty. I forgot that they even existed, and I loved a few of their items, but it's like people are not raving about them like they used to. More fragrances, $3. I didn't get any of those because I figured I'm already getting the other one for $12. I was like, nena, calmate, because you can't fall in love with everything. So I'm hoping the Apple one smells good because I like I said, I have been curious about it. And then you go to $6 products. They had Girl Lactic. I'm not sure. I believe I've had one of those. Glowcore, Iconic London for $12. Huda Beauty, which I have that product. I love me some Huda, but for whatever reason, I just feel like it's a little too flexible. The wand and my brows just don't cooperate with that. For $6, you can get the Ofra Cosmetics Verified Liquid Liner in black. That baby goes for $20. I have it. I've been using it for years. It is a brush tip eyeliner, super black, very opaque, easy to use, and I absolutely love it. So if you can get it for $6, girl. More Elemis, Tatcha. Now for $6, you have to really read because Tatcha for $6 is a freaking steal, but a lot of this is basically like minis. Like they have the Matcha Cleanse, but it says mini. And we're moving on to full size $12 products. The Girl Lactic that they selected for me is here. I think just looking at it here, although it's like a tint foundation, so it's a skin tint situation, I think maybe F5 Olive would have worked best for me. I think F6 Tan, which is the shade they selected, I think it's maybe like a shade or two deeper than what I would need. But we're gonna roll with it and see what happens. Then they had the Makeup by Mario highlighters. I promise you, I was thinking about getting them, pero me comporté, right? I was like, okay, don't get it if you don't think you're gonna be using it. I have a whole collection of highlighters and I'm more of a like natural glow kind of girl. I will use highlighters, but it's not an everyday something. So I said, I'm gonna skip on her. I was gonna get it, but I was good, okay? They had Milk Makeup, Visor, Ace Beauty, Rare Beauty in several shades at this point. More Milk Makeup. Are you hearing these brands? Like Ipsy really showed out for October. Okay, so we're in October. We have November, December. They need to kind of keep this going because last month was amazing. This month is terrific. I feel like they just need to keep it. They just end it with a bang, okay? $12, NARS. This month was insane. Do you see all the makeup? When it comes to like the actual full size and actual like product categories, the Lith, Ren Beauty, Grande, Lovecraft Beauty, Tarte, Makeup by Mario Lip Plumping Color. It's like a lip plumping opaque gloss balm situation. I ended up selecting the nude one. I feel like I have one of these. I have so many products. I rotate so many products. I feel like I have one, but I don't think it's the nude. I have to really like do a deep dive. I will find it. I feel like I have one of these. Anyway, but I ended up getting that one because, hello, it's Makeup by Mario, and that's something that I know I'll use. Bare Minerals, Bisha, which Bisha lip liners were so nice. A facial oil, Touch and Soul, like Dew of the Gods. Fresh, Murad, Ola Hendrickson, Dermalect, Pixie. So I'll just keep scrolling so that you guys could see. The product that they were featuring really impressed me. Even more impressive, $18 full-size Drunk Elephant. I already have both of those, but Drunk Elephant, you guys. Ofra Cosmetics palette that normally goes for $99. You could get it for $18. I don't know about that Tarte palette, but you know, just these brands, I was so impressed. The Glow Recipe, you can get it for $18. Dr. Brandt, $18. So I kind of pushed forward. Depending on the product, you would also find Drunk Elephant over at the $25 mark, and Olaplex, the full size, the big bottle with the pump, not the little one that you get to squeeze. Those were $25, but this was like for toning the hair. So if you're blonde, this would have been great. And then you go to full size bundles, which I saw the Commodity fragrance for $50, and I was like, hey, girl, no, like 50, no. And so I just kind of like move forward. and I made sure that everything I wanted was in my cart, and then I kind of like, I checked out. But think about it. I have a brow product, I have a blush, I have a bronzer, they're sending me a base, hopefully that works, eyeshadow, a lip. All I technically really would need is mascara, concealer, and a setting powder. I pretty much have what I would need for a full face of makeup out of this box. Yes, I paid a little more for the extra stuff, but I really wanted the hair oil and I wanted to try that fragrance, so I didn't mind splurging a little bit on those two items. Friends, I think my variation is fantastic, and it's not just about my variation, it's my options. The brands featured, the product featured. They really did that this time around. I am so excited for my box. I don't even know what's coming in PR, but I already have my tracking, so we're gonna get it earlier. This is gonna be a really good month. If you're interested in Ipsy, although I do pay for my box and all of that, they do send me PR. I do have a link. So if you guys are interested in signing up for Ipsy, I am going to add the link below in the description box so you guys can go check it out. Maybe subscribe and get a great variation for your box. Let me know what it is that you guys are receiving in your boxes. What were your choices? Are we box twins? Did we get any items that are similar? Did you go a completely different route? I really want to hear you guys' thoughts. Of course, we always have to take a moment to say hello and thank you to our channel members, the G Squad, an amazing group of people who have joined channel memberships that are supporting the channel at a higher level. If you're ever interested in joining, all you have to do is hit the join button below and you're good to go. If you're still here, that means you've made it all the way through. You watched the entire video. You have no idea how much that means to me. Thank you so much for all the love and the support. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Now, you don't have to technically go anywhere because I post often during the week and YouTube is going to recommend 2 videos here on screen they think you're really going to enjoy. I hope you consider checking it out, and I'll see you guys on the next video.